Goedenavond, dames en heren, jongens en meisjes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fine folks of Harlem Town tonight. Welcome one and all to the Pletterij for this fantastic evening from the Irrational Library, presenting our brand new book, CD download called Now That We Still Can. My name is Joshua Baumgart, Mr. Weirdbeard. Yeah, if you're here, you know who the fuck I am. And I know who the fuck you are too, which is fantastic, folks. We're going to have a great time tonight. We're going to be playing later on, just about 9, a little bit after 9. But it's a special occasion here today because I got one of my good friends here all the way out from, he lives in France, he lives in Lyon, but he spends a lot of time down in München with our good friends from Gut Feeling Records. And he was in town this week. He played in the shop on Tuesday. And he played last night in the Lugosi's, and we thought, let's bring him here tonight to open up the show, warm you folks up with what he likes to call his dirty folk French songs. Ladies and gentlemen, please round of applause and your aandacht for the one and only Fred Raspail.
I've tried so hard to give you my love, baby. All the love you're spreading down the street. One day I told you to give it back some of my love. You told me I don't want to give you all my love. 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 I went down the street, found a little cat, breathing in the night, almost eaten by the rats. Tried some sweet cuddle, they scratched my face and told me, buddy, I don't want to give you all my love. Don't want to give you, don't want to give you. Don't want to give you all my love. Don't want to give you, don't want to give you, don't want to give you all my love. In a red light bar, up before the saddest word, she was riding on me in a dirty room of the first floor. I cried, but she stopped and said, oh baby, I don't want to give you all my love. And you said, I don't want to give you. I don't want to give you, don't want to give you all my love. Don't want to give you, don't want to give you, don't want to give you all my love. And you say, oh, 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 ooh, oh, 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 I jumped over the bridge, it was late at night. I met the devil down by the river and he smiled. He told me, buddy, if you're looking for God's love, he said to you, I don't want to give you all my love. Ooh la la. Let's go. Let's go. Don't want to give you, don't want to give you, don't want to give you all my love. Hey, don't want to give you, I don't want to give you, don't want to give you all give you, don't wanna give you all my love. Don't wanna give you, I don't wanna give you, I don't wanna give you all my, give you all my love. Give you all my love. Give you all my love. I wanna give you all my love. I wanna give you all my love. Oh yeah. Grazie. I think I have no monitor on stage, but it's good. If I can have some, it's perfect. If not, it's perfect. It's a dirty French folk classic song. It's called J'irai t'enterrer à Ushuaia. And it goes like this. Ton corps, ton petit corps, tout brûlant d'amour, me brûle encore. Et tous les orages qui te pleurent ne pourront pas venir à bout de l'incendie, car ce qui brûle un jour brûlera toujours. Je suis allé dans le froid tenter, car ce qui brûle un jour brûlera toujours. Je suis allé t'enterrer à Ushuaia, 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 Ushuaia. J'ai chaud dans la poitrine et dans mes forêts un brasier embrasse les collines, tous les Canadiens pourraient vider toute l'eau des mers. Le temps finira pas de brûler, car ce qui un jour brûlera toujours. Je suis allé dans le froid t'enterrer, car ce qui brûle un jour brûlera toujours. Je suis allé t'enterrer à Ushuaia, 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 Ushuaia. Ushuaia, 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 où la neige cesse de tomber à Ushuaia, 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 où notre amour est un été, car ce qui brûle un jour brûlera toujours. Je suis allé dans le froid t'enterrer, car ce qui brûle un jour brûlera toujours. Je suis allé t'enterrer à Ushuaia, 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 à Ushuaia. Thanks a lot. I'm very sorry I don't speak any Dutch. Ouais, dank u wel, alsjeblieft. Bonjour, au revoir. I'm really happy to be here. And also I speak English like a Frenchman, so nobody's perfect. The next song is called Cayenta. Je n'ai pas pu m'empêcher de suivre le diable dans la chaleur de Cayenta. Et mes yeux sous le soleil ont brûlé dans la chaleur de Cayenta. Et mon cœur sourit dans la chaleur, dans la chaleur de Cayenne et mon cœur brûle dans la chaleur de Cayenne. Et des filles aux longs cheveux noirs qui jouaient sur la terre sacrée me disaient let's play together, you'll never break your little heart here in Cayenne. Et mon cœur sourit dans la chaleur de Cayenne. Et mon cœur brûle dans la chaleur de Cayenne. Let's go. Oh. Et la tête est si sèche, alors j'ai fait comme tous les chiens, rempli mon âme d'odeur sur des robots qui me ramenaient toujours. Et mon cœur s'oublie dans la chaleur de Cayenne. Et mon cœur brûle dans la chaleur de Cayenne. Et mon cœur sourit dans la chaleur de Cayenne. Et mon cœur brûle dans la chaleur de Cayenne. Grazie. The next one is very Frenchy song. That's why, it's called Drei Mädchen, and so it's a name of German, but the song is in French anyway. You can find this song on the CD or LP just here, so which means if you get the money, you go straight to Mara on the merch. First you buy the Irrational Library book, and if you get some money more, then you can buy some Fred Raspail song. Very freshy, very Frenchy. Les anciens disent qu'au bord de la rivière, trois filles chantaient certains soirs. On est été, un air si triste qu'on voudrait se noyer. Oh, don't you swim with me, baby. Mais les trois filles du bord de la rivière ne se laissent jamais approcher. Ceux qui disent qu'ils les ont embrassés. Oh, oh, don't you swim, don't you swim, don't you swim with me, baby. Oh, 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 oh. Car les trois filles du bord de la rivière, l'aveugle linge de leur marié, qui en colère une nuit les ont noyés. Oh, don't you swim with me, baby. Et certains soirs, si vous les entendez, n'approchez pas du bord de la rivière. Passez votre chemin car le diable s'est caché. Oh, oh, don't you swim, don't you swim, don't you swim, don't you swim with me, baby. You swim with me, baby. Don't you swim with me. Don't you swim with me. Don't you swim with me, baby. Don't you swim with me. Don't you swim. Don't you swim with me, baby. Don't you swim with me, baby. Don't you swim with me. Don't you swim. Don't you swim. Don't you swim with me, baby. Don't you swim with me, baby. Don't you swim with me. Don't you swim with me, baby. Don't you swim. Don't you swim. Don't you swim. Don't you swim with me, baby.
All right. Oh Lord, I wonder where that gambler man, I wonder where that gambler
wonder where I've come and gone. Ain't enough for pity, very, very sad. Mother's someone to gamble, lost all the time she had. I wonder where I'm gamble. Not gambling, man, I wonder where I'm gamble. Hold on. Wonder where I'm come and gone. Poor man said to his friend, come and take me home. I feel sick and very bad. I don't wanna go alone. I wonder where I'm gamble. Not gambling, man, I wonder where I'm gamble. Hold on. Wonder where I'm come and gone. Take it, pull me to the door, he said, stop, let me rest. Praise Lord, breathe through me. Seem like gonna take my breath. I wonder where I'm gambling. Not gambling, man, I wonder where I'm gambling. Wonder where I'm going, gone. Where they taking the poor man in his room, where they laid him on the bed. Called for a cold drink of water, put a tube to my head. I wonder where I'm gambling. Not gambling, man, I wonder where I'm gambling. Wonder where I'm going and gone. When mother, she run over the door, hollering, screaming and crying. My son been gambling all night long. No, I believe that it's gonna die. When mother, she runs over the door, hollering, screaming and crying. Son been gambling all night long. No, I believe that it's gonna die. When mother, she runs over the door, hollering, screaming and crying. My son been gambling all night long. No, I believe that it's gonna die. When mother, she runs over the door, hollering, screaming and crying. My son been gambling all night long. Do I believe that it's gonna die? I wonder where I'm not gambling. Not gambling, man, I wonder where I'm gambling. Wonder where I'm coming on. I wonder where I'm not gambling. Not gambling, man, I wonder where I'm gambling. Wonder where I'm coming on. 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 So you want 2 more songs? So we're gonna do 2 more songs. So, this is a very philosophical song. It's called Pasta y Tequila. Yeah, it's all the philosophy of the song. Pablo, mi amigo, it's been a while. From Rosario to Santiago, we do it a while. Oh, me so far when we go to sleep. Our girls away, but they don't have to weep, 'cause this is no to forget too early and the Jew. Once on the grave, he said, all you need is good food to drive and a shot of tequila to make it white. All you need is pasta, tequila. We get stuck speeding on the highway. The policeman is saying, give me the money. And we just got to get out of the plane. I hope we get a lot in Cordova for today. All you need is pasta. All you need is pasta. Eat tequila. fed me all the night. The heart is going down. Can't you just for a ride? Hey, hey, Chiquita, no time for nada. Cause all you need is pasta y tequila. Ain't no luck, like a water witch. She proves those down, that water really sweet. We went to L, stop for we can tell. But with pasta y tequila, we got all the hell. All you need is pasta. 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 Eat tequila. Woo! Eat tequila. Oh. Eat tequila. Oh. Eat tequila. Grazie. Oh no, I'm gonna leave you with a quiet song. I think it's better for me. I need it.